everyone. I am doing something a little bit different today. I've been seeing some of the other ASMR artists that I watch do more casual type videos, and I personally really enjoy them, so I thought that I would do something similar. So today it's just me. I don't have a script, of course, so there's no characters going on. I have a nice soft blanket for sounds, and also because I'm very cold. I'm normally someone who's cold all the time, and I just find blankets to be very cozy. I thought that for today I would talk about motivation and productivity, because those are two things that I seem to really struggle with, but I've been trying to make an effort to keep myself motivated to do things and be a little bit more productive, and thought that maybe some of these tips could help you too. So, as you may have noticed, I'm not very good at putting out videos regularly, which is something I'm constantly trying to work on. Of course, it never seems to pan out the way that I would like it to. So I'll keep trying, and maybe one day I'll be able to upload more frequently. And it's not like I can't do that now, but for some reason I just find it difficult to be productive each day and work on videos or music or art. I get the feeling a lot of coming home and just wanting to lay down for the rest of the day, especially on days that I work. It's really easy to come home and be tired and just lay down and watch YouTube videos or do stuff on your phone or play video games or whatever it is you like to do. So I've been trying to do that less and not put things off, because a lot of the time I'll be thinking, oh, I should really be doing this right now. but I don't feel like doing that, so I'm not going to do it until later. And that's not a very good mindset when you want to be productive, because you'll just keep putting it off and putting it off, and then you don't end up doing it. Or when you do end up doing it, you end up doing it all at once, which is another thing I'm trying to avoid. A lot of the times, I'll try to get everything done in one day, rather than spacing it out across several days. And when I try to get everything done in one day, that usually makes me really exhausted, and then I don't really enjoy the process very much. So, I've been trying to work on videos more regularly rather than trying to record, edit, and finalize all in one day, which is what I would normally have done. That way, I can work on it for half an hour or an hour each day, and that makes it a bit easier to finish videos and not to feel so overwhelmed when I think about doing this all at once. It becomes a lot more daunting of a task to do, and kind of unmotivates me to want to do it, because it seems like such a big task to do. So, thinking about only needing to do part of it helps to motivate me to at least get a little bit done. Another thing I've been trying to do is make a to-do list. I have a notebook that I write my to-do list on for the next day. So, the day before or the night before, I'll write whatever things I want to do the next day. And then I try to do as much as I can of those items on my to-do list. And it's important to remember that you don't have to complete every single item that you write. It's just there to help organize the things you need to get done that day. I've also been just writing down what I need to do, and then writing a number next to each item based on which one to do first and which one to do last. So I'll order them from, I guess, highest priority to the lowest, and I start from there. That way I know what I'm doing next and what to do first. This is really helpful for me because I'm the type of person who will be thinking of everything I need to do or get done that day, or the things I want to do that day. And it helps to actually write down those things rather than just thinking about them. Because when you're just thinking about them, they feel more jumbled up in your head and not organized. So writing them down helps you to organize those thoughts and have an order to do things in, so that you actually do those things instead of just thinking about them and not doing them. If I don't do this, then I'll end up thinking of everything I have to do and then just wanting to do them all at once. And then I get distracted and I don't finish what I started doing, or I'll try to do too many things at once, and when I do that, I end up just not really getting anything done at all. I also try not to stress over the things that I didn't get done, and then I'll just move those things over onto the next day's to-do list. Even if you have to rewrite those things for 4, 5, 6, 7 consecutive days, I find that the more I keep having to rewrite that item, the more likely I am to actually do it, even if I have to write it over to the next day 3 or 4 times. Usually by the 3rd or 4th day I'll finally do it. So that's been really helpful for me to feel a little bit more motivated and organized. I also had a comment from someone that said something really helpful, which was to actually set apart a time to relax. That way you don't feel like you don't have time to relax throughout the whole day. So you can take breaks in between your tasks or towards the end of your day. It's really up to you and how you're feeling. It's also important not to push yourself too hard and become overwhelmed to the point you don't want to do anything because you overworked yourself. Rest is is also important. And if you really don't have the energy to get a lot done, make sure that you're getting plenty of rest and you're drinking enough water and you're eating lots of healthy food so that you'll have the energy and motivation to do things. And sometimes you really just do need those days where you don't really do anything, and that's okay too. You don't have to do productive things every single day. It's okay to have rest days or off days where maybe you're just feeling really tired, or your mood is low and you don't feel like doing anything. As long as you're trying to keep yourself motivated and being productive on all the other days, or on the majority of days. Sometimes I would go weeks, maybe months, of feeling down and unmotivated, and making videos during times like that can get really difficult. So you just have to remind yourself that you can do it. It just takes a little bit of effort to become more organized. And remember to take things little by little and not to force yourself into something all at once. When you make small steps or small efforts each day, it adds up, and eventually you'll be able to meet your goals more easily and not have as hard of a time being productive. The more you do it each day, the easier it'll be, because you're building good habits. Even if you only get a few things done each day, or maybe only one thing done, it'll still add up throughout the week if you keep on doing that, rather than not doing anything and then just trying to get everything done in one day. I find that breaking up my video editing process like this is a lot less stressful and more enjoyable. I've been trying to work on writing scripts across days instead of feeling like I need to write a script all at once, or editing through audio over the course of several days, a little bit at a time, rather than sitting at my desk for several hours and feeling very stressed and exhausted and not really enjoying the process. It feels a lot more relaxed and doable when you allow yourself to take breaks and do it over time. Sometimes it feels like it takes longer doing it that way because maybe you just want to get it done and over with. So I've been taking more time to plan out videos so they don't feel crammed and rushed, and I spend more time doing it slowly, which allows me to refine it a lot more and have it be a better quality as well. Just remember to be patient with yourself, because it does take time to change your current habits into better habits. Another bad habit that I have is putting things off, because I make up an excuse for myself that I'll do it later, especially if I'm feeling tired. So I've been trying to think about the things that I want to do, and if I start to think, oh, it's okay, I'll do those things later, I ask myself, well, why not just do it now? You don't need to wait to do it later when you can do that right now. A lot of the times, I'll just want to lay down and not do anything. So I know I have things to do, but I tell myself that I'll just get it done later. And I notice that when I tell myself that, I usually end up not doing it. Or I'll do it at the very end of the day, right before going to bed, which usually means I end up sleeping later instead of relaxing in bed before going to sleep. So if I start to think about doing something later, I ask myself if I can do that thing right now. And most of the time, I can do that thing at that moment. And that's something you have to just be conscious about and consciously think about, because it's a lot easier to want to just not do anything and put it off for later. But you'll find that you'll have more free time later to rest if you just get that thing done now instead. I hope that maybe some of these tips have helped you, and if not, then I hope that you at least found this somewhat relaxing, and that you can go and rest or feel relaxed